Hey, good morning traders and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at Google. Ticker symbol is GOOGL, and I want to show you kind of what I'm seeing in the charts. Also, I want to kind of lead with, of the Mag 7, both this one and Amazon, which I'm going to be doing another review on, or TA on here just in the next video. I think they both look the best and have the most opportunity, and essentially I feel are a catch-up trade on the Mag 7. So let's jump in. So here's kind of what I'm seeing. We have a inverse head and shoulders. So we have the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, and then we had the breakout, right? And then that breakout created this flagpole, which then we had some consolidation, and I saw this as a triangle, right? So you had this top here come into that one, and then you have this bottom support line, right? Like so. And what I was seeing with this is you had your you had your breakout. This one was tricky as this was happening, excuse me. So you had your breakout, you had your confirmation candle, and then you had your rejection, massive, a retrace, I would say, to the scene of the crime, which was the breakout of the triangle, and that's with this particular candle here. Then it rallied up, but it put in a higher wick, then you had this red candle, and then you had this massive rejection. And this is what I call, ladies and gentlemen, a bear trap. Like, if that's not a bear trap, I don't know what is. But you had that come down, and then you closed below the parallel, which, by the way, we were in this massive parallel, and we lost it with the inverse head and shoulders, and then we were going to lose it again, and then you had this massive bear trap fake out. And I'm just going to write that on here so you guys can see it. Bear trap. Yes. That is what's called a bear trap. So, and I'll explain that. So you had your close below, faked everyone out on this big red down day, and then you had your open, and then you had the sell-off continued. So it's almost, if you look at it really, it's kind of a kiss of, it's not a full retest of the scene of the crime of the breakout of the inverse head and shoulders, but this does give you more confidence that it came and it attempted to back test it. So then you have this wick, and then you have the move back in. You have your confirmation candle here that we're back in the parallel, and then you have this massive move on Friday, which I love. And this candle, ladies and gentlemen, is telling you this thing's under accumulation, or was under accumulation in here, and now the big boys are in. So what are we looking for here, right? What's going to ultimately say this thing's going to the midpoint, and then we're touching all-time highs? Well, the thing that I'm going to be looking for is I'm going to be looking for a break above 181 with confirmation. So things are trying to set up, and they are properly. We had the break above this first line here, 176. If we get a close right above here, I'll be even more confident. But the real test is going to be this level right here in these high wicks. So if we could take out 181, and then we get a confirmation candle, we're off to the races. We're off to the midline of the median line of the parallel, and then we're likely targeting all new time highs. So how am I going to play this? Well, on Monday, what I'm likely going to do is let's go on a lower time frame. So I want to show you kind of how I set this up. So you had this breakout, obviously, on the 30-minute time frame. You had this massive breakout, and then you're forming this little bull flag right now, right? This little triangle. So I could either buy it Monday morning, which depends on how the market opens and what it looks like, or you could kind of wait for this retrace of this demand zone or supply zone that it actually is supply zone, but now it will be a demand zone, but it was a supply zone. Then we went right through it, so now it's going to be support. So this whole range right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a good accumulation area for this stock. So right in there. Oops. Let's make that a little bit bigger. So anywhere in here is a buy, in my opinion. So hopefully the market opens lower on Monday, and we just open up around 174, 175. I have an alert here because, again, at 177, 1 point discount from where it's at now. But I really would like to see it get down to the median line, 176, or even open up down here, and I will be a buyer, 100%. I'm going to be a buyer at that 174, 175 range, and then I think we could take this one for a ride. So I really like this chart. I think this one's set up really nice, especially with this fake out, this bear trap over here. That's crazy. You can just see it. I mean, it's clear as day, right? Boom, just breakout, failure, recapture. Oh. And we even had an inverse head and shoulders right here. Boom. Left shoulder, right shoulder, or head, and then right shoulder or cup and handle, however you really want to look at that. Either way, it went higher off of it, and here we are. So we're attempting to get above, like I said, 181. Confirmation close above it would be fantastic. For our more conservative traders that aren't looking to get in until there's confirmation, here's what I would do. I would wait for a breakout. Here's the right way to play it. You wait for a breakout above here with a confirming candle, okay? Confirming candle above the 181. You wait for the retrace to 181, and then you're off to the races. This level right here, that's the right way to play this breakout. Is wait for the breakout, confirmation, and retrace. If you get that, that is a confident trade. That is a an 80% plus probability trade to take it right there. So more conservative traders, that's the route to go. More aggressive, more ambitious traders like myself, I'm going to be taking it right here on Monday on this little pullback here. And again, I'm going to be, I'll likely, just because what the market's doing, it's so wild. I mean, this thing, as much as I want it to go down, I don't think it's going down. As much as I want to play the pullback. I mean, there are just so many bullish things in this market, guys, that we're seeing that's saying we're going higher. I mean, look at the close, guys. Let's look at the SPY. So we had a breakout to all new time highs. We had a close above it. We do not have confirmation. However, on the QQQs though, we do. So you can see here, we had this candle close right on it, basically on Wednesday. Then you had the candle close above it, and then you had the confirmation candle on Friday, right? So we closed above the high of this candle. That, my friends, is a confirming candle move above. So what does that mean? Okay, so you had that close breakout that got us back over the all-time high, and then you had a close above that candle. And we had a close above this trend line, which was a upsloping wedge, which generally, guys, this is insane. Just a little bit more education here. So, I mean, and you could draw this a couple ways. So you could draw it this way, which we had the breakdown, and now technically, I mean, this is such an upsloping thing. I mean, way to look at this is, I mean, that's actually the scene of the crime retrace on this breakdown, as crazy as that sounds. But I'm not going to look at it that way because you had this. You had the break above the upsloping trend line with a confirmation candle above the all-time highs and above the resistance line there. I mean, that's bullish. That's freaking bullish, right? And then you got your, let's look at the weekly candle. I mean, look at that. Look at that huge green candle. I mean, you know, maybe we'll do something like this where we put in a weekly candle, have the inside bar, you know, retrace, and maybe we do something, we get higher, and then we shake it back down, retest these highs, and then we're up. But either way, this area is going to get bought. It's just going to get bought. It's a confirmed move above the all-time high on the daily. Not on the weekly yet, but on the daily it is. So we'll see how this plays out. But yeah, going back to Google, you guys know my areas. You know why now I'm bullish on it. Why I think it has room to run, and why I'll be playing this one. So do me a favor, like the channel, subscribe to it. If you like these updates, you're going to get them in real time. If you do that, tick that little bell. Smash that like button. Give me some love. I want to keep doing these things for you guys, but I need to know that I'm appreciated and that you like the content. And comment, because it helps with the algorithms, even if it's just a smile or winky face or a thumbs up like that. That's all I'm asking for, guys. And I'll keep bringing you guys these bangers, and everyone is going to make a lot of money. Okay, guys, take care. I'll see you on the next one.